be with you to the sunrise. Welcome back, everybody. That was Ella May. This is She and I. I am your host, Be Love. And like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
Oh, India Marie and Be Love, the husband and wife duo, two of us. You didn't know you need, but you got us, and we are here to stay. This is the best thing to happen on a Tuesday. Well, damn it, since Monday. Give it up for yourself one time. I forgot the air horn.
Wait a minute.
I forgot the air horn. I couldn't find it. You see me searching for it, but that's okay. I hope you clap for yourself. I hope you did something for yourself, because I was smashing everything over here. Y'all didn't see me. Just over here playing that piano on the keyboard right now. Needless to say, we're back. Sorry about last week. I just want to start right there.
He had a sty in his eye. He told y'all it was allergies, but he had a sty in his eye that was taking him down.
Y'all want to know the truth?
He laid on the couch in misery for 2 days over that sty.
It really wasn't a sty. I thought I had the pink eye because the night before I was, eating some butt, and then she got a little. I'm just playing. Imagine though, really, think about this, right? If you're giving your wife a salad tossing, and then the next morning you wake up, crust coming out of your eye, a little pink in your eye.
That's disgusting.
I think you should divorce her after that. If I give you the best time of your life the night before, I'm talking about I'm going in Italian dressing. I'm talking about salad, fork, and all. I'm getting busy. Then I wake up the next morning and I have a discharge running out of my eye. I'm going to divorce you. I'm just going to keep it real with you. But this wasn't that. She's clean.
He had a sty. He had a sty in his eye.
I had a sty in my eye. And I don't even know how
you get styes. But
me either. I'm like,
I told him, you got bacteria in your eye?
But it wasn't. I looked it up.
I don't know.
I looked it up and it wasn't that. Because at first I'm like, damn, like, did I keep it real? Did I change Shiloh? And then after I changed her, did I like kind of hit one of these? Shit, I got the pink eye. Wasn't the pink eye though. It was like my eye was swollen.
It was fat.
And I said,
that's why we couldn't record.
Let's keep it real. We couldn't record because of Indy. Because I'm like, I could put on some sunglasses and I can make it work. But I didn't want y'all thinking I was too cool. You know what I'm saying?
He just doesn't know.
I'm a person of the people.
He doesn't know how to just sit down and let his body heal. Because after I convinced him to not record because of his eye, you know what he did? He sat on the couch and laid there in misery because his eye was hurting so bad. So I was like, just chill.
I was going to tough it out. I'm not going to leave y'all without an episode. I was ready to tough it out. But anyway, I digress and say this. I'm back. No styes. And if you know how to prevent a sty, this is my second time in my life ever getting one of these things. Second time. What have I been doing? Let me know.
Beer be getting some wild stuff.
What you mean?
Remember that time you had a staph infection?
That was from the gym. That wasn't wild. I got a staph infection.
Some wild stuff.
I got a staph infection from the gym.
That was a very long time ago.
It wasn't for me. And the gym wasn't clean. Never went back to that gym again, matter of fact. I was in the gym. Like, damn, what's growing out of my side? It hurt. Like, oh, man. Went to the doctor. They had cut my skin off. I still got the war wound to show. But, it is what it is. Anyway, I hope y'all are doing phenomenal. Now, before we got on the mic, India told me, oh, look at you. I can see a gray hair coming in. I want you to be a salt and pepper zaddy. And I said, well, listen, you won't catch me being salt and pepper nothing, because as soon as I get 10 to 15% gray, I'm going to put that product in my hair. And you can judge me all you want. I'm telling you. So you won't judge me. If my hairline begins to fade, at first, I'm going to start like doing some enhancements. Then if that starts to fade, I'm going to go to Germany. If you can afford to enhance yourself, I say do it.
Embrace it. It represents wisdom.
Whatever. I'm going to fix myself. Ayala, fix my life. Germany, fix my hairline.
Oh, brother.
You're not going to catch me out here looking like that. But let me stop, because I got to talk about you one time. I need my air horn. If you haven't seen,
wait a minute.
India is teaching Pilates. Give it up, India, one time. I just clap.
I'm teaching Pilates.
So listen, right now you can go sign up. You can go to India Marie, on Instagram, or India.Marie on Instagram, or you can go to Work It Pilates on Instagram, and you can sign up for her Pilates class and give it up for my girl Tara, letting her utilize the facilities of Tara Training. So man, everybody is, all the people that are involved in you with your Pilates excavation right now, putting it out there in the world, I appreciate. So y'all go ahead and sign up.
Bear actually trains with Tara now. So
I do.
Shout out to Tara because she is allowing me to come into her space to teach this class. So that's why I hadn't.
It's dope.
So I've been wanting to get back into teaching, but where I was teaching, it's just far. I mean, we're talking, 30 minutes from the house. And that commute is just not feasible for my current lifestyle. It's just not.
So she didn't want to do it.
I have been looking for spaces to rent out to teach this class, that teach Pilates classes. And, my husband.
So come on, man.
Talked to Tara, and I went up there, met with her.
Tell him again. Hold on, say that part again.
Nice. She was super nice, and she said, "Yeah, come on, people want Pilates." So, for now, for the month of June, classes will be on Monday nights at 6:30 p.m. and on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. And so we'll see how this first month goes, and we'll see, from there if I'm going to add more class times. I'll eventually start doing private lessons, We'll take it from there. But
so listen,
first month.
You know me, I get excited. I'm about to jump out. I'm about to jump off the building. I'm ready. I'm ready.
But for now, like I said, you can go to Work It Pilates on Instagram. There's a link in my bio, and you can book the class directly. I set it up. Like, I did all of this myself.
She did.
I got the website up.
Shout out to Elle for the pictures, though.
I'm finna say Elle took my pictures. She killed it. Yeah. I got like I said, website is up. I made it user friendly so you can go book, pick the class you want, and show up. So I'm excited.
Now listen, I'm about to go crazy. Y'all, you know me. If you listen to the podcast right now and you DM me, BeLove1911, or you can DM She and I podcast. I check both of those. And let me know, hey, I want to come to the Pilates class this Saturday only. You can pay for your own class if you want to do it after that. This Saturday only. Say, BeLove, I'm trying to come to Work It Pilates.
But you're only doing that for Saturday. One person, though.
I'm doing it for 3 people. Because 3. I feel I'm doing it for one person. I'm only doing it for 2 people. 2, can we split the baby?
All right. 2.
I'm about to go crazy. Guess what I did? While y'all was talking, I was doing this over here.
Here's my theory on freebies.
Okay, talk to me.
A lot of times, and this is just what I've seen. Y'all know this ain't my first rodeo with any business or anything.
We're going to talk about that too.
And freebies, even when I was doing, when I was in my apprenticeship, and I was, doing my apprentice teaching with Pilates.
It's not free though. I'm buying it from you.
A lot of classes. My apprentice fee was only like $10. And when I stopped offering those free classes and I stopped offering those steeply discounted price classes, the $10 sessions, those people stopped coming. So I always look for, with anything I do now, I look for the people who's willing to pay full price upfront, because those are the clients that are going to continuously support you and keep coming back.
2 things people ask us about. I feel like the biggest one, a lot of people always ask, and I appreciate you guys, who does or who did your couples counseling? Y'all always ask, and I always give you the information, because I think that each one teach one, right? I think that we all need to have somebody in our corner, and we all got to support one another. If I felt like that Mr. Mickles did a great job for us, hell yeah, I'm about to recommend it to y'all. I do need a kickback, but it's all right. But I'm going to recommend him as much as I can, because he did a great job. Same thing. You'll pay for that, right? So same thing. Pay for this. I'm doing this because I want to support her. I'm doing this because y'all listen to the podcast. If you listen to the episode, that means that you support us. So why am I not going to give at least 2 classes? Give at least 2 classes to this Saturday. Two. 2 people. Hit me up. The first 2 people. If you listen late, I'm sorry. Shame. Matter of fact, YouTube. How about this? If you listen on YouTube and you put a comment, I'm going to do it that way. Put a comment under the YouTube. Don't even DM me anymore. I scratched it out. Go to YouTube and say, hey, be loved. I'm trying to go to Pilates this Saturday, June 3rd, and I'm trying to tap in with India. Hook me up, and I'm going to say bet, and I'm going to hook you up, and we're going to figure it out from there. Then you can go to class. But I'm only doing this because y'all support us with the podcast. So if you support us with the podcast, come on and support her. That's
so
it.
Saturday's class, that class is full body Pilates. So we're going to work the whole body.
Talk about it. What is it called?
Full body Pilates.
Oh, full body Pilates.
That's the name of the class. Full body Pilates. And then Monday's class is the AAA class. AAA, that's arms, abs, and ass. So get into it. Come tap in.
Tap. This is.
I always tell people with Pilates, like, you're not going to see those results immediately. You're going to feel them first in your body, and then you'll see the results on your body.
I'm going to keep it real with you right now. I love you to death. This shit in our podcast. You can talk about this on Pilates.
Oh, please.
You can talk about this on the Pilates Party podcast.
Anyways.
I got her.
First of all,
I'm just playing.
I would have been done talking. And you like to over talk.
No, I like to sell.
You like to over talk. I don't need you to sell it because both of my classes are already halfway booked and I just released it this morning. I don't need that. So
she be trying to stun on me on the podcast.
You worry about you.
I am. But I'm worried about us.
And your endeavors.
Matter of fact, it's something.
During the week, we got deep.
She know how to roll them up, though.
Let's go. Talk on the podcast.
Let's go. Now, see, a lot of y'all wondering out there, like, damn, how many endeavors is India going to embark in?
As many as I want. As many as God. Listen to me. Y'all will be on a bunch of endeavors, too, if y'all just listen to what God told y'all to do. I listen to my creator. He gives me ideas, and I do them and see where they go from there.
Now, with these ideas...
whatever you finna say next, you probably can keep it to yourself. I don't need your negativity.
It ain't no negative. This is great. This is great. Comes investments, right? So my thing is you have to invest in these ideas, right?
You do.
All right?
You do.
So with these ideas, how long do you continue the idea to manifest what God has planned for you? If the idea doesn't pop off immediately, do you give up or do you continue to strive on? Because you have invested time being educated to be a Pilates instructor.
Yeah.
You have invested money building the brand.
A lot of money.
You have invested a lot of money buying equipment. You have invested a lot of other people's money buying equipment.
Well, that's just you being a good husband. I never asked you for those things. And that's what we're
going to talk about next. We're going to talk about that next.
And bring it up. You want to sit here and bring it up. I never asked.
You don't.
I never be like, hey, Beard, I want this. I want to reform him. He be like, I'm going to buy you this. I'm going to buy you this. Because he loved me so much. But don't bring it up. You can stop buying. Because I don't want to hear that.
All right. So I was about to get somewhere, but I'm going to jump straight to it. I feel like you should invest in your partner. And I think your partner should invest in you. And it just isn't about the money. It's about the energy. It's about the support. It's about the idea. It's about the creativity around whatever project they are embarking on at that time. Now, we should also be cognizant of our partner too. We can't keep embarking on different endeavors if we still have one hot and kind of burning and fizzling out and we didn't continue that one, but now all of a sudden we want to do something else. So with her, I'm happy to do these things because I see her like investing in herself when she was selling clothes. Like I saw the investment in the time and it was like a fly by night thing. Like I could see her really putting in the time to make it work, make it great. She does her events. I can see her putting in the time to make these things great. When she was embarking on the Pilates, I saw her putting in the time to be the best Pilates instructor, black Pilates instructor that she could be. I mean, all time, but you black, and so I'm gonna keep it above. So I'm seeing all these things, and now when I saw the resource there, when I went back to working out with Tara, and I'm like, hey, I want ask Tara about training in Pilates. So I just brought the idea up and I'm like, hey, Tara, like can my wife come up here and just talk to you? Being the person that Tara was, she was like, yeah. So if fellas out there, women out there, anything, if you know your significant other is trying to do something and you know you have like a way for them to get into that field or you have a resource they can use your resources to help them out. Use your time, your sweat equity to help your partner out. It's a dream. Like, we're a team at the end of the day. That's something I got in trouble for too, but I'm going to tell y'all right now. When we were going to therapy, I used to get in trouble all the time because I'm like, hey, this is a partnership. This is a partnership. I was drilling that shit home every time. But then Mr. Mickles was like, yeah, it's a partnership, but also like you guys have to come back and love one another. That's cool. But I was like, hey, man, this is a partnership. We signed paperwork. Now we're in business together as well as in love. And that's cool. So I don't mind helping her do whatever she wants to do as long as it's not going to interfere with the well-being of our household.
I'm not sure where I understand where you're going with this conversation. Like,
no, I'm going. I'm
what
saying,
point
like,
you trying to drive home in this moment with what I'm doing?
You should
what
invest
is the
in your
overall
person.
example that you're trying to give right now?
Okay, you should invest in your person and also use your resources to help your person be the best person that they can be. That's all I'm saying. Like, help your person succeed. And I got this from the podcast. Club Shay Shay had Tabitha Brown on there and Chance Brown. And they were talking about like their marriage and how it's set up now and him being a support system to Tabitha. And I thought about that with you. Like, I want to support you in your dream as much as I want to support me in my dreams. Like, we both have dreams and we both want to do big things.
But then they also talk about how, I mean, their dreams were never going on at the same
Right,
time.
I was about to get to that.
He was talking about how he held her down for a very long time.
Exactly.
While she was, I think she was like taking acting classes and, she was working on all these things that she wants to do. So I do think it is important for you to be with someone who can support you through those beginning stages of your ideas. And someone who's not going to be a
dream killer.
I'm finna say a dream killer, a
naysayer, a him and her.
You need to be with somebody who's going to just let you thrive and do your thing, as long as it's not hurting. I mean, I guess as long as it's not hurting the relationship, because some people do have expensive dreams. As long as your dreams ain't putting y'all in debt, then I think that's okay.
I agree. So I'm gonna keep supporting you and keep letting you explore the things that you are interested in, because I feel like this one, I do feel like you have taken a hold to, and you're doing all the things you need to do to make it great.
This one kind of, so I don't know. It's almost like I probably would have some kind of way ended in this type of field regardless, because I went to school for community and public health, and shortly after I finished school, I was in the gym heavy then. And I thought about several times back then going to get a personal training certification. Oh, you did? Yeah, I did. But I never did it. Ended up working in daycare.
Should have made that Kanye work out.
Granted, you never know the route that you're going to take. I do think that the route that I took is what I was supposed to take at the time. But eventually, it took me a lot longer to get to Pilates. But I did see myself in some sort of, exercise field of some sort eventually anyway. So it makes sense to me. Kind of just comes naturally to me. And I when I think, I look at how I want my life to look over like the next,
talk about it.
5-10 years, especially while our children are young.
Yes.
And I always said, before we started having kids, I wanted to be present, very present in my children's lives and be able to go to the things that they needed me to go to. And so I think back at my childhood, and I always did things. I was a cheerleader in middle school. I was on step team in high school. And so there were just like a lot of times I didn't have that big support system there, with, to see me in the games and all the competitions and just being at the school. Like this past school year, everybody in Blake's school knew who Baird and I were. I was there. Because we were always at his school. And so that's always been super important to me because my parents had to work all the time. So I'm a stay-at-home mom, yes, but I've never wanted to just be a stay-at-home mom. I've never wanted to just be the woman at home taking care of the house and the kids. I've always wanted to work just in a way that allows me to be fully present with my kids.
Talk about it. So
this gives me a way to do that. And I mean, granted, I'm not I'm not actively planning my She Did Her Thing event right now, but I'm planning an event right now for someone else. I'm working with a nonprofit right now and I'm planning an event for them. So I'm still doing other things.
You still got another job to do too. We got some.
I technically got 3 jobs right now. So I've just never been interested in being just a stay-at-home mom or wife. That ain't never been my style. I like to make my own money.
It's our money, though. That's what they said yesterday on the podcast. You
now,
listen,
that is true.
You listened to that episode a little bit. And you were trying to get into it.
Well, I said I was going to go back and listen to the whole episode.
It was a good episode.
But yes, our money, but still, I like to make money.
Talk about it. I like to.
So,
you ever thought about getting on?
However you want to word that,
I just whether
it's money for you, the house, or whatever. Like, I like to make money.
It was. It's been a clip going around about Moneybagg Yo and Ari, and she said if his album went #1, she'll start OnlyFans, and he was okay with that. Now, if you want to make money and you want to, like, man, Bear, I need my own money, I think I can get this OnlyFans shit off. Do you think I should stifle you or let you go full steam ahead with that?
That ain't something I'm interested in.
But if you were,
I don't know. I can't answer that question because, like I said, it's a lot of ways out here to make bread than for me to be on OnlyFans.
That's what I'm talking about. Hustle, queen.
I don't know what the fuck they do on OnlyFans, but I know that is not what I'm interested in.
It's also not your ministry, man. Like,
so growing up, I really admired my mom and the way that she carried herself.
Nice. What's up?
Especially based on like the circumstances that, we were living in at the time. Like, I really admire my mom and the way that she carried herself.
That's what's up.
I look back at old pictures of us, even like the way she dressed and her style and like her overall demeanor. Like, I really admired her about that. And I want Shiloh to see me in that same light.
So if you got OnlyFans.
Or even better.
Yeah.
So not interested in it. No shade or nothing to anyone else.
Do your thing. Yeah.
That does it. That does it. No shade to anyone else. But I think a lot of times we do things and we think that it's gonna stay a secret forever.
Yep.
And sometimes it just doesn't. And the way that technology is set up these days and this whole new era of technology that we're about to walk into, I'm good.
Yep. I think we look at things sometimes short-sighted. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's very short-sighted.
We can see the end goal to the fast money by jumping on OnlyFans, but you don't know the effects it's going to have on your overall branding, on your overall children. Man, imagine Blake going to school when he in about 4th grade. Bruh, I had him stumbled up on his OnlyFans right here.
Right.
Is this your mama busting it open like that? And what he gonna say? He want to fight. Fight or flight, bro. You ain't finna be looking at my mama's butt on OnlyFans. So nah. And me answering my own question, no. You will not be on OnlyFans. Just keeping it real. Now, if you want an OnlyFans foot page, be my guest. Like, foot it out, queen. Put your feet on OnlyFans. I'm all about that, but full body,
over the past couple of, I would say over the past like 4 years, I have really shown myself that I know how to, like, if I can think it, I can make money off of it. So it's just a matter of me having the time to go full force to take it to the next level. And
I'm telling you, it's all about somebody supporting your ambition too. Like, you got to have somebody that is almost just as crazy as you when it comes to your belief in yourself. A lot of times that if you believe in yourself and you know something is going to work out, you're going to keep going. You're just going to keep going.
And he's never short of ideas. So, I'm teaching these mad Pilates classes and he's like, okay, what is something that they're doing in Pilates that everybody else is like, it has not caught on to? Like, what can you do right now that nobody else is doing? Okay, well, you can buy this. It's cool. We're going to buy it. So he's like, and that is important. It is important to have a partner that can push you. But in the same breath, you also need a partner that's going to listen to you as well, because your partner may see something for you and it just may not be something, it just may not be the same direction that you want to go. But as long as y'all get clear on your main goals and your partner's able to support you and push you forward, and I think that's great.
You gotta get on the same page. If it's her idea or if it's his idea, don't try to enforce your thoughts and your opinions on somebody else's ideas.
He had to learn that.
You can give them.
That's what we had. That's what we talked about in therapy.
We did. You can give them the advice. You can give them your thoughts. That doesn't mean they have to listen. I did have to learn it the hard way because
And he does that with everybody. So don't just be like, he's a terrible husband. Why is he doing that? He does that with everybody. I've seen him do it with his best friend. I've seen him do it with my sister. I've seen him do it with anybody that he sees potential in. He's going to be like, this is what you need to do. He gets so excited when he sees potential in people that he loves. And like I said, Barry is not short on ideas.
But I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to give you the game only one time. And then if I see you not accepting the advice that I've given you after that, I'm hands off, because it's right now, it's two things in my life that I have. I have kids and I have a team. I have a team at work of a lot of people. And I have to deal with, and it gets a little bit, the lines get blurred sometimes between my kids. Anyway, and I don't want to have to deal with other people as well. So I'm going to give you the game one time. And then after that, if I see you not applying the game or the ideas that I've given you, coming from my professional opinion, after that, I'm stepping back, because obviously you know better than me. And that's cool, but just go out and do it your own way.
Y'all probably like, what does he do? He's a marketing professional. I ain't gonna say too much about it, but he's in marketing. So if you have an idea, he can literally take 30 minutes to come up with a full plan of what you need to do in the next 6 weeks to get your idea off the ground.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, I'm going to give you the game one time. After that, I'm out of there. But I'm only one person when it comes to us. I'm only one person. I can't do everything for everybody either. Something else we had to figure out, because I was trying to do it all. So right now, we're in a good space. She's happy and everything is good. But I want to talk about something else that I saw online. And I got to pull up my phone because I didn't write it on the whiteboard today. Because I forgot. Do you think men hold each other accountable? This comes from the post dude did on the Shade Room probably about 2 or 3 days ago, maybe even last week, where he was talking about his best friend, and he went out with his homeboy that's married now, and he snitched on him, dry snitching too. Said, man, my homeboy, we eating barbecue wings, licking his fingers, all on the internet, talking about, man, my homeboy went out and he's married, and we went out to the club and he was trying to talk to another woman. And I'm like, hey, bro, no, you don't need to be talking to her. I spent too much money on y'all wedding for you to be throwing it all away, this, that, and the third. Do you
feel like that's a good friend?
Now, I agree. However, do you think he's a good friend for putting it out there on the internet? So you mean to tell me?
No, I don't. And I didn't see the post either, because I unfollowed Shade Room, because they're just not good for my mental health. It
well,
just
I'm
be
gonna
a
show
bunch
it
of
to
bullshit on the Shade Room. But
the dude was dry snitching.
I think that he had the right idea.
Yeah.
But for him to put it on social media, especially if they have like mutual friends and the wife follows him and, you know, all of that, then no, that's not okay.
And he was selfish anyway. So I looked at the comments. Nobody pointed out the fact that he was selfish. He was on there saying, man, you can't cheat on your woman because I paid too much for the wedding. I had to go out of town. I had to take all the time to do your wedding.
Shit, man, he has a valid point.
He did.
And I spent all of this money invested in you and this person you supposed to be in love with, and here you are throwing it all away on a one night fling that you know you're gonna regret tomorrow.
But don't try to act holier than thou. All I need you to say, hey, brother, stop doing it. Stop doing No.
You're the reason men don't be having good friends.
What you mean? I'm a great friend.
Don't know how to hold each other accountable. He sounds like a good person to me. Only thing I don't agree with is the fact that he posted it online. Everything does not need to be for public consumption.
Once again, him being selfish.
Had he just gone to, and you know, everything's about clickbait. Everybody want to go viral on Instagram right now. So that, you know, he probably knew it was gonna hit, especially something like that on TikTok.
He knew it was,
but
selfish.
He is not wrong.
He is 100% right. His delivery was 100% wrong. Two things he did. Like I said at first, he mentioned all the reasons why the guy shouldn't cheat, and all of them was because of him spending too much money on the wedding. That's 100% cool. I'm cool with that. Then he posted it, uploaded it online because he knew it was going to go viral. Instead of having a conversation with him and his homeboy.
I mean, the conversation should have just been had that night. And also,
that's what I just said.
Also, let me say this. Sometimes I think a lot of people lie on social media.
Me too.
I think a lot of times people just make up scenarios because they know that it's going to spark good conversation. Yep. Because I'm not going to be out with any of my best friends and they're out talking to a guy and I know that they're married and go back and put it on social media. Because at this point,
not
we're
even
all
on
in
your
the
close
same
friends.
No, because we're all in the same circles. And, you know, somebody's going to find out. So it could very well be that he has everybody up in arms over nothing. She probably didn't even have it.
You know he made it up because if that's your real partner and I follow failures, I'm talking about we all follow each other. We love each other. If I go up there right now, if I start talking about, man, or even better yet, let's just say for kicks and giggles, Dang. Me and when we go out, me and Dang go. Damien will go on the internet and be like, man, my homeboy came to Mississippi and he lives in another state. Already we know who this person is. And he went out and he was at the strip club and he took one of the girls in the back. And I tried to tell him to stop because, man, you know you got a wife to love you back home with 2 kids. Who is he talking about? Who is he talking about right now? He's talking about me. So
was the guy, was it a description? Was it that evident that his
face was in the camera? That's really all you need at that point. Your married friend out.
Like I said, I think that you approached this from the wrong angle because I think he was a good friend.
He was a good friend.
By saying that, hey, you're messing up right now.
And I agree with that, but he should have pulled him off to the side.
This is trifling. That lady don't deserve that.
And I agree. But
people need more friends like that. But like I said, the whole social media is a wild, ugly place. And y'all gotta stop telling all y'all business on social media like that. But like I said, because he even put it on social media, I don't even believe this happened. I think we're just talking about nothing right
I do too. I think he was just trying to go viral because once again, he's a selfish son of a gun. And if it did happen, that just goes back to everything he did was selfish. Self-centered. He wanted to go viral. He wanted everything to be about him. You shouldn't cheat because of me. Nigga, you shouldn't cheat because of you. Dog, if your wife finds out you're cheating, you're going to lose this, that, and the third. Don't cheat on your woman, man. You married this lady. And it sounds like the way he put it, they just got married. So all of that.
Now that's even worse.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's even worse.
So you pull me out to the side and say, hey, man, go home, rub one out, and you're going to feel better. Because everybody knows, man, that post-nut syndrome, it's a nasty feeling. That's a nasty. If you ever cheated on your woman back in the day, that post-nut thing, you like, man, I shouldn't even did that for real. I'm telling you, it clears your mind so much. You can think clear and free. Even if you go and masturbate. You might be thinking about a young lady, and then you go rub one out. You're like, man, what my woman then? You gonna fall right back in love with your girl. I'm telling you. The fellas know what I'm talking about, man. It's the PNS, post-nut syndrome. You really going to PNS, not PMS. Talk about it, PN.
This sounds like TikTok content.
No. It's gonna be clear. You're gonna have a clear thought. you think I'm podding right now? That's what you're trying to say. You think I'm podding? That's what she's trying to say without saying like stop podding. But I'm for real. Every guy knows what I mean by that.
Okay.
Get one off and clear thoughts after that. Now I did see something that was on TikTok that is kind of a TikTok content. I saw Freddie Gibbs, and this was a while ago too. He took a nude for his woman, and when he took the nude for the girl he was dealing with at the time, and his baby mama reminds me a lot of you, by the way, and I like her content. Not his old baby mom. You know what I'm talking about. She's a podcaster, but y'all remind me of each other. And I send you that stuff all the time.
I don't know who you talking about.
I can't think of the name right now.
You sent
anyway.
me something recently?
No, Good Moms, Bad Choices.
Which one? The one with the curly afro?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, which one you think? I mean, golly, it's evident. Anyway, my man sent his baby mama a picture of him spread eagle, legs in the air, busting it open. And I think that's a little bit flagrant right there. If I send you... Not that baby mama, he had a new BM or I don't know the whole story, but he's talking to a young lady and he sent her a nude and it was spread eagle. If me and you were dating, and I sent you a nude.
With your legs open?
Legs open.
Just dangling in the...
I'm holding it in my hand, legs open.
Oh.
Would you still talk to me after that? That's crazy,
No.
right? What if this though? I sent you one, you said send me a nude.
No.
I sent you one of me on all fours.
That's
See what I'm saying? It was a flagrant picture. It was a flagrant picture. How would you feel about that? And I think, guys, we've lost that. Don't let these women send y'all. It's summertime. Don't let these women y'all dating send y'all out. He was on all fours of spread eagle. I forget which one it is, but either one, pick one. Both of them are flagrant too. He's ejected from the game. Get him out of here. You should never, in a million years, even if you like your ass licked as a man, have some pride about how you get it done. I don't like it because we talk about it. It's just,
You don't know if you don't like it or not.
I don't like wet wipes on my I do know.
You don't know if
and I use wet wipes after
you like it or not because you've never had it done.
It don't matter. Wet wipes feel nasty to me sometimes, but I use them because, it works. It does work. But all that being said, as a man, you should have some pride about the way you do things.
I don't think you should. You can comfortably say that you don't like
I can comfortably say it. I can comfortably say that.
Until you've tried it.
No.
I don't know who you would try it with because I'm not licking no ass. But
I'm cool on all that. But the point is, if you feel like getting sexy and you feel like you just want to be too sexy.
Okay, but so was it like leg, like the Pilates picture that I just posted?
Probably
was it like
so.
legs, or was it just like?
I think it was.
I'm so confused.
I think it was. Let's see. All that being said, to say this. If you are thinking about doing that this summer, because I know y'all want to have a hot boy summer, just put some oil on your body and send a regular nude or something. You don't got to do too much. And girls don't want to see that anyway nowadays. I don't guess. With y'all, you like nudes? You still like nudes as an adult woman? I'm asking. I don't know.
I don't know. You could send a nude. I would like for your legs to not be in the air.
I'm not doing none of that.
I'm on all fours though.
I'm cool on all that.
I don't know, like what? I don't know because I see you nude every day. So.
I'm cool. Like I said, I'm cool on all that. But I can't even find it. If I find it, we'll come back and report. I can't look for it and then talk to y'all at the same time. But just know
that's strange.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look. All right.
I have no words on that one.
Before I end the podcast and throw it over to you, let me do my thing real fast because I got something to talk about that me and the homegirls just talked about.
Now unqualified advice from B-Love and B-Love.
Got a lot to talk about.
Relationship.
I got the keys. This week, B-Love's relationship is brought to you by, that new Red Bull, the new blue Red Bull. Fire. I forgot the name of it, but get you some real quick. It's the season. I talked about sundresses last time, but also something else I got to touch on. Brunch and sundresses. If you are dating a girl right now and she's going to brunch every weekend. Beware. She might be for the streets. And if
My
she's
friends
going
just went to
up,
brunch. Hush
every
it.
weekend.
Hush it. They go. I mean, it's shit. It's brunch season.
It's the
the
season.
sun is out. It's like Kayla and Camille didn't invite me to brunch this past weekend. They was outside shaking ass and getting drunk. I want to go shake ass and get drunk.
As long as you pump, we all right.
And I'm saying because I know they're going to listen to the podcast episode this week.
We got them. But if you see your woman getting dressed and she put on some nice underwear and she goes to brunch, you better be careful because she might get a little too
Or
drunk.
she could just take pride in herself.
She might
just like nice panties.
But what I'm saying is, so fellas, I'm telling you, bottomless mimosas lead to bottomless activities, if you know what I mean. So she's gonna go out to eat, get brunch, get a little bit of everything.
Your tip should be I'm gonna
ready.
say
That's my tip.
they just need to be ready for when
There
that
you
girl
go.
comes home for brunch.
You be on call like an Uber driver. Soon as she get done with that last bottomless mimosa, you go pick her up. And you had that music playing and you be ready to get them chicks. Now is the best time. If you're dating a young lady and you are thinking about taking it to the next level, take her to brunch. Let her have a good time. And if she doesn't come on to you after that, she won't really like you. Because we know that the brunch brings out the freak in y'all. So I'm telling you, all you have to, boy, summer, sundresses and brunch go together better than everything now. At brunch, you got to be careful too. You can't let her drink all that champagne, eat all those eggs, and then try to get some because that's going to be a big mistake.
Ain't nobody eat no eggs at brunch. They eating chicken and waffles, shrimp and grits.
That don't hurt your son. I've seen you eat shrimp and grits and go straight to the bathroom. And you want me to tap some booty after that?
That's because I'm sensitive to dairy. So that's not what I would order.
Does it matter?
Now.
If you drink champagne, shrimp and grits, and you're at brunch dancing and you vibrating and you shaking all that stuff up in your stomach.
You're worried about the wrong shit. Are you trying to get some ass or are you trying to think about the scenarios in the...
I'm trying to get some ass.
No, it don't sound like you're trying to get no ass.
But I'm not trying to get the pink eye.
Like that to me.
We talked about that callback.
It don't sound like you're trying to get some butt.
Because if I start getting busy and I just listen, you just use the bathroom.
You doing all that talking. The guys don't do what he doing because you know what she gonna do. She gonna come home. She gonna pretend to pass out.
Now, ladies, I'm gonna tell you something.
She ain't gonna fool with you. She just gonna go pass out, go to sleep for the day.
Ladies, and you listening to her. And you come home and you get ready and he hitting that thing from the back. He got a white t-shirt on. And all of a sudden he look down. It's a dude who's standing on the front of his white t-shirt. Now what you got to say? look, she can't even say nothing.
No, because I'm trying to figure out, like, where do you get these scenarios from? This shit doesn't happen.
You're not living right.
What type of booger wolves do you used to talk to?
It's never happened to me before. It's never happened. But somebody listen to this podcast.
Used to date them booger wolves. And then I guess their stomach used to be hurting all the time.
Somebody is listening to this podcast.
I don't know.
And they didn't wipe themselves good. And they went to have... And they went to have sex and they know what happened. I'm telling you right now. I did hear this one story though. I'm going to tell you this. It's going to be nasty. TMI.
I don't want to hear it.
You don't want to hear it for real? It's about a dude though. It's just nasty.
Nope.
Okay, all right. It gets flagrant. But anyway.
I don't want to hear it.
Just remember, brunch is upon us. Take your woman to brunch. Be her designated driver. Let her and her friends go out. You go pick her up.
She probably going to drink more when she with her friends than when she with you.
Tell them again for the people in the back.
She probably gonna drink more with her friends when she with you.
I'm telling you.
So just be ready to go pick up.
And then trust your woman to do the right things too. And nobody gonna take it because I know when she gets drunk, she turns extra mean. She's mean already. But when she gets drunk,
I don't.
Her tolerance for men goes from here to about here when it comes to the bullshit.
Oh no, don't touch me.
You see what I'm saying?
Don't do any of those things.
Zero.
I just want to have fun and be with my friends. Don't talk to me.
And all they gonna do is twerk on each other. That's all. So when you get home, all that twerking on each other, all that scissoring, that's all they kind of doing. Scissoring with clothes on.
What are you talking about here?
When she get home, the scissoring gonna have her ready to put it on you.
You should call this episode the episode about nothing.
This episode about everything.
The episode about nothing.
Y'all, you know, y'all be twerking on each other. You just rubbing. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. So all that to say this: brunch season is here. Be careful out there, ladies. Especially be careful. Y'all love a brunch. Y'all love a brunch vibe, and then fellas, be ready to go get your woman. That's it. That's all I got. You ready? Without further ado, she hasn't done this segment in at least 3 months.
I didn't No.
Hold on to your seats. What would India do?
Let her upgrade you. What would India do?
WWID.
Okay. You keep your comments to yourself because you always like to butt in on my segment. That's why I'll be doing it. Just call it the Baird Show.
Oh my God. You hating on me right now.
My fiance, who has been depressed from work, came back from a spontaneous trip and told me the wedding is off. We've been engaged for 8 months, dating 2 years. The wedding is in 2 months and I'm freaking out. Honestly, I felt things were fantastic, except the last 2 months where we grew a little too comfortable, maybe distant. But I guess she's been stewing about this for months. I've managed to walk back the breakup now option and ask for 6 months with couples therapy to see if this relationship is salvageable. The wedding will be pushed out to a later date to be determined. I love this woman with all my life and I feel lucky every day I'm with her. Awesome. I don't want to give up hope, but part of me feels she's made up her mind. Have you been in a similar situation and worked with a couples counselor, and have you had positive results? So, no, not a similar situation. Absolutely not. But we have been in couples therapy before and it worked. She took a spontaneous trip. She wanted to clear her head. She came back and decided she wanted to do it no more. Baird is gonna think she with a man on the trip, but we don't know. We don't know because we don't have that evidence here. We don't have that evidence, so we're not gonna make an assumption that is what she's doing. Like I said, couples therapy was super helpful for us.
Yes.
We were on the verge of breaking up, but I also wonder, how did y'all get too comfortable in the engagement phase?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all dated for 2 years. That's reasonable.
It is reasonable.
And you've only been engaged for 8 months.
That's reasonable too.
So where did the complacency come in? Because y'all should be talking every day. We're talking about the wedding. We're dating. We're having a good time. We're engaged. Woo, I'm so in love.
She should be planning the wedding. Almost not having enough time to be complacent because she's so excited from planning the wedding.
Right, exactly. Unless it's just not meant for y'all to get married. Which in that case, it's better for her to call it off than for you to waste your time.
That's a fact.
Because you love her, I do think that the couples counseling is worth it.
That's real.
But also, we got to start respecting people when they tell us the truth. I know a lot of times the truth hurts and it's hard to handle, but when somebody lays it out flat like that in front of you, sometimes I think it's important to just take it for face value. And it is what it is. Some people speak out of anger. Mm-hmm. Some people are afraid to take their relationship to the next level. Mm-hmm. But considering she went away and came back, that means she had some time to think about it. She may just want to call it off. Now, I think that you could do the therapy to get to the bottom of why she wants to call it off, to see if there is something within the relationship that's happening that she's not pleased with, or if she's just not ready to be married.
So is she calling the engagement off, or is she calling the entire relationship off?
So she tried to call the whole thing off.
Yeah.
But then he convinced her to, okay, let's just call the wedding off.
Okay.
We'll stay together.
Okay.
And not break up right now, and we'll try to work through this.
Yeah. But see, my thing is she doing that just because it's like a pity part? I feel sorry for him. I'm going to give it a little bit more time, because if she came back with a clear head, basically what she's doing now is just kind of buying time.
No, but he also said that she is depressed, and I don't want to leave that out, because a lot of people who are depressed, there's no telling what's going on in her head right now. So they could be real genuine thoughts that she has about the relationship, or it could be the depression that's taking over her, and she probably needs to work through that herself. So I do think that couples therapy is important. You could definitely do that. And if she's not already in therapy by herself, your therapist could recommend that she goes by herself as well. So I would If she's open to it, I think that is a good start, but definitely don't make anything legal at this time.
Hell no.
If she's telling you now,
she's telling you up front, hey man,
I would not pressure her to try to move forward with the wedding. I wouldn't do any of that.
I don't want to do it. Also, did he ask like, hey, what is it that I'm doing? Or is it something that I'm doing wrong that I can fix? Because maybe it's something that he can't even fix. Maybe it's something just within her. She's like, I just don't feel like it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they need to get to the root of that. But I definitely would not press I would not press a wedding.
Yeah, no, because what you're going to do, you're going to get everything set up, everybody excited. You're going to spend the money. Mm-hmm. Well, your homeboy spend the money. And then after all that, just to go through a divorce, or just to not go through the wedding. Sometimes you put down them deposits and they non-refundable, bucko. You're going to be out looking sad once you put that $5,000 down and it's gone. Can't get that back. So you got to consider all things.
At that point, they had already probably paid for most of the wedding because I think they said the wedding was 2 months out at that point. So, they've already lost some money probably.
So it had to be something going on between now and then just for her to up and say, you know what? I need to take a me retreat. And then once I go and clear my mind, I'm going to come back and tell you how I really feel. And how I really feel is not being with you.
I've told multiple friends this who have been in rocky relationships that I think space is the worst thing that you can do. Once you decide to give the other person space, it just opens the door for the relationship to be over at that point. So if you're going through something, give each other like respectful space. Like it's, let's take some time, but I still want to be in your presence. I still want to work through this.
Yeah.
Let's still date and talk and, overcome this. Mm-hmm. Let's try to work towards overcoming this. But don't do the space, because the space opens the door for you to get interested in something else.
Yes,
for you, unless you really want the space and you want that relationship to end, that's not what I recommend. Because I've seen the space happen and I've seen the relationship end after the space.
Take too much space, somebody slide in your place.
Yeah.
You out here looking crazy because all that space you've now given each other the time to wonder, like, what if I talk to somebody else, or what if somebody comes and fill this void? So it's okay to give them space, but always come back and revisit your space or your place in her life. You can't give them too much space and then try to come running back and expect her to be all open arms, because she might have. You can't listen. You said you want space. Do your thing, King. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna start talking to some other people. I might just start being with my homegirls. Or I might just start loving me for me. I don't want you now. I'm cool. So you got to be careful. You got to be, because sometimes what you ask for is not what you really want.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you think you want space, and then it turns into something that you just completely weren't expecting.
She found something else to occupy her time, or he found something else to occupy his time.
Yeah.
And their time was once yours. Guess what? Somebody else or something else has now filled their time spot. But
I was saying it doesn't even have to be somebody else. It could literally be something else. It's just, I'm enjoying this more than I'm enjoying you.
Talk to
and you've given me all this space, and now I don't want you back in my space.
Yeah. But you know what people are going to say? Well, I need my space because when I had space, I had time to clear my mind. We're not saying don't take any space, but take the space you need, but also check back in. You can't just take space and then just opt out completely.
And then, you take the space, the relationship ends, and then you're rewinding.
And now
all the things that you should have done differently. Maybe we should have talked about this. Maybe, I shouldn't have given this person so much space. Maybe we should have, spent more time together. Maybe, and then you spiraling into your thoughts of things that probably could have been avoided had you not decided to distance yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people choose distance instead of facing the issue.
Oh, talk to them.
And that's not beneficial towards a relationship that you want to work. It's like I went back and said, a couple episodes ago, about how you manifest things by what you say, and you know, if you're in a relationship, you're like, I'm done. I want this to be over. If you don't really want it to be over, all the time. If you don't really want it to be over, then don't say that, because it's gonna happen if you don't stop saying it.
Yes, that's a fact. I like that though. Dude, just say this is again. You remember what you just said? Put it on a t-shirt. But you know what people are gonna say? Sometimes distance makes the heart grow fond. And it does. However,
I think that statement is true for people in situations who are not in rocky spaces.
I was about to say, but you got to be in a safe, good place to have distance between you and if you and your person take a little time apart and y'all are together, but you are in a long distance relationship, that's what that is referring to. Not, I'm going to take a time out. You go do you, I'm going to do me, and then hopefully we'll come back together. That's not the distance I don't think they're referring to when they mention their phrase.
No.
That kind of distance is basically grounds for like, hey, at this point we're separated and we just doing what we want to do. And that's when Pandora's box is wide the hell open. And you can do what you can. Pandora's box will lead to him getting some more box and lead to her giving up her box. I'm telling you, listen to your boy. I've been there before. I got my foot run over. What else you want from me? Then shit to do with shit. I just thought that I would mention.
Wrap it up.
Anyway, go to Pilates if you made it this far. Abs, arms, and ass. Go get it in. You're doing too much with that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not doing too much with that, because the girls know.
Abs,
The girls want toned arms, a nice lifted ass, and abs.
And then
the girls want it.
Then they want to go to brunch to show it all off.
Or vacation. They want to get flued out.
You want to go somewhere to show it all off. That's what y'all trying. She trying to get, fellas, she trying to make your woman cheat on you. I'm just joking.
I'm trying to give women confidence to allow them feel good in their bodies. Don't listen to Barry. He knows nothing. He can't even stretch and touch his toes. We don't want to listen to Barry.
I stretched enough to have 2 kids. He's
stiff as a board.
I
ain't got no mobility through his spine.
But I'm getting it though. I'm going to get it because I'm going to go to Pilates too. I'm going to find somebody to watch these kids. It's for guys too. Guys, don't think it's not.
It is for guys too. If you don't want to go to the AAA class, you can come to the class on Saturday, which is the full body Pilates. So
tell the people where they can find you.
India.Marie on Instagram. If you're interested in Pilates, shameless plug. I won't plug this every week, but if you're interested in Pilates, go look at Work It Pilates.
I'm going to plug it every week if she doesn't, because she should. Right? I mean, why wouldn't you plug it every week?
Because it's about the podcast, the separation of the brands. Come on now. Tell the people where they can find you.
Be Love 1911 on all social platforms. Be sure, if you made it this far, to follow She and I Podcast on Instagram. Also, leave us a message at She and I Podcast at gmail.com. We love to hear from you. Like, subscribe, and check out the visual pleasures on YouTube. And makes your eyes feel good in the back. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, in between, don't worry about it.
You're not making no sense today.
In the meantime, in between time, it's been real. It's been fun. I out.